Oh.
What's up?
Ayo. I need to remember to make a cool intro video next time. I keep saying that. I'll use that song. I don't even care, guys. I don't even care anymore. From now on, I'm gonna wake up 1 minute before the stream, and I'm gonna say, my name's Daniel Berger. I'm from Light After Sunset, and I play piano. Is everyone cool with that, or is that just me?
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Sounds hilarious.
Oh, man. What's going on, everyone?
Nothing much.
It's too early for me to get my guitar. I'm gonna hold out.
Yeah. One watching now. Who is it? Is it me?
Is it? I like to watch
Is
myself.
there anybody awake?
Is there anybody out there?
I'm watching us on YouTube.
I don't know how you do that, because that would mess with my brain.
There's two. I know. When I look up and I see the delay, I'm just like, wait, what's going on?
I know, it's always like, what? What's happening? Something's not right. Do.
Well, it says two people are there. Is your YouTube open? Is it you and me watching ourselves?
No, I don't watch myself.
Okay.
I don't have it open on a separate thing.
I'm just nodding.
I can do that too.
Now I'm doing the opposite.
No?
Now I'm still doing
All right.
the new dance.
It's yeah, it's the new craze hitting all the major cities in the US.
Yeah, hit the like button coming in, guys, so we can get into the algorithm and people can know we here. Right?
I'm not here. Speak for yourself.
I'm simply not there.
I exist, but not in this location.
Yeah, hit that like button coming on in. We got some more people in the chat. You guys could say who you are, say what's up.
Or, plot twist, you could not. And we'd never know. Mom, is that you?
We'd never know who was here. Oh, it's 4, and then it's 2, and then it's 3, and then it's 2, and it's... and
what topic do you want to talk about first?
Well, there's music news all the time, so we can talk about some music news. Well, Phil Lesh passed away.
Yes, Phil from the Grateful Dead. So, do you remember when we had a patron whose name was Phil Lesh and we didn't know who it was?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that was actually him?
I don't know for sure.
I don't know.
People started doing that with our reactions when we were kind of new to YouTube land.
Yeah.
And people would suggest reactions and they would name popular classic rock artists.
Yeah, they would use popular artist name as their name on Patreon. But
Yeah.
one of the people, I don't want to say who it actually was that person.
Yes.
That was in these old bands that we react to. So then when somebody did Phil Lesh, first of all, we didn't recognize his name.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Phil Lesh recommending a Grateful Dead song.
Yep.
And then everybody was like, wait, is this Phil Lesh? And I'm like, who? And then now I'm like, oh, maybe it was. That would have been crazy.
Yeah. We've also had some rock stars popping in to the comment section saying things like, oh, well, I arranged that song, or I did the bass for that track, and blah, blah,
True.
blah. So we've had them come in. I mean, YouTube is global, and
True.
if I saw my name or my band pop up, I might come in incognito and request some things.
I'd say, who's talking shit about Side After Dark? Is it you?
Is it who?
And just fight everyone?
Yeah. So it's like you never know if it was the real deal or if it was not. There were a couple other ones, and I just remember comments saying, is this the real blah, blah, blah? Is that the real blah, blah, blah?
But I feel like if I was the real person, then I wouldn't admit it. Like, why? Like, You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to tell you.
True.
You know what I mean? Like imagine that same scenario. Like, if we were doing something and we saw people reacting to Sight After Dark songs or whatever, would you be like, I just want you to know that I'm in Sight After Dark, and this is, I don't know how I feel about this. Or just like, okay, and then you just go on with your life.
Yeah.
You know what I
I don't
mean?
know. I don't know, but one person actually did it, and that person was the person,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, the blah, blah, blah. And then that person all of a sudden got shy and was like,
And messaged us. It was like, can you not use my name, please? That was that's how we knew it was real.
yeah,
Yeah, that was cool though.
yeah.
But R.I.P. to Phil Lesh though.
Yeah, yeah, he had a couple of cancers and it was getting really bad, but he lived to a ripe old age of 84. I was going to say 1984, of 84.
Wow, that's old.
I had Van Halen on my brain.
That's funny.
He lived a good life and played some good music and left us with a lot of great music, so that's good.
I really wish I had gotten to see them live. I mean, I guess I could have. They were still touring with like John Mayer and stuff, but because the thing is, like, and people have asked me about this. People have asked me about the Grateful Dead, like in our generation, and they'll be like, maybe you could explain this to me because you're a musician, because I don't really get it. Like the Grateful Dead, and it's
don't.
because. But sometimes I feel like I don't really get it because I never got to see them live. And I know it was always about seeing them live. That it was all improv all the time. So whatever the recording is just like a snapshot of the idea, really.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
in reality, it's almost like it's almost like a jazz thing. It's like, no, like it lives in the moment.
Yeah, and they
You know
were
what I
known
mean?
for building that wall of sound on stage because they didn't like how the sound production sounded when they were performing live, whatever
Exactly.
the setup was. So they did their own thing.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like me now in the year, whatever, 2024, listening to Grateful Dead recordings is like not really getting what the Grateful Dead was. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm missing an aspect of it because I never got to see them live.
Yeah.
Unlike certain other bands, like when the recording is like the definitive version.
Like a Skinner or something.
Yeah, exactly. But like with the Grateful Dead, the whole thing was like the live version is the definitive version. The recording is just the best that we can do to put it on wax, basically. So, I don't know. I wish I got to see them live is really what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just know a whole bunch of deadheads, and they're just always super chill people. So that's always a good thing.
I'm glad you brought up Deadheads, because that's how you know that they had to be super fucking good, that people were that obsessed with them that they would follow them everywhere. Like, who else has a fan base as dedicated as the Dead?
Yeah.
Like, they would go the entire country just with them, just because they're playing a completely different show every night.
Yeah. My neighbor in Rockland County, Jolene, shout out to you, Jolene.
Jolene.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was a super deadhead. Like in her room, she had all the cloth banners tacked up on her ceiling. And there was like, I swear, it was like 15 of them on her ceiling. And like even her car, she drove that Jeep Wrangler, the one that you can take down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You could take the top down. She had the stickers. I mean, she was so deadhead infused. Like she had the Birkenstocks, she had the tie-dye. She was like all about the Dead. And of course, she was super chill. We could go over there and swim anytime we wanted, she said.
Did she
It
do
was awesome.
acid?
Yes, and the shrooms, I'm sure, and all that stuff. They were always in the back. They were always by the wall playing hacky sack, all the deadheads.
What is it about hacky sack that if you see someone playing hacky sack, it's like, wow, that person definitely does drugs? Like, I've never seen a sober person play hacky sack. Have you?
No. And some people are so good at it, too.
But, like, what is that, though? Like, there's nothing about it necessarily that is drug-induced. It's just a thing that you kick around. It's like a tiny soccer ball, basically.
I don't know. I guess
But
when you're on
only
the
potheads
shrooms-
would ever do that shit, yeah.
Yeah, when you're on all those psychedelics or pot or whatever, you probably really want to maintain your hand-eye coordination. You probably don't want to give all away to the drugs, because you know what I find, deadheads are intellectuals as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I find them to be very intelligent, and in school they were mostly in like, if they weren't in honors classes with me, they were really good in the regular classes. They were like A+ and got like great averages and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, here the other thing is with the psychedelics, sometimes it makes your reflexes better in a super weird way.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like Like that. Well, who's that guy that threw that no hitter on acid? That baseball pitcher. You know what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
Oh wow. Okay, so let me tell you. Wow. Okay, I've actually got. I've got to be able to tell you the story though. I don't remember who it was. It was some dude in the '70s. It got anyone in the comments if you guys know who this is. This guy that threw the no hitter on acid, then tell me. But I guess he got his days mixed up. He thought he had an off day where they didn't have a game,
Yeah.
so he took some acid. And then basically somebody called him or went to his room and was like, "Hey, you ready for the game?" And he's like, we have a game today." and he's like the starting pitcher. So he goes up to the mound and nobody hit anything that he threw the entire day. He threw a no fucking hitter.
That's insane.
But I get it though, because sometimes when you're in like that kind of like psychedelic like trance, like nothing exists except what you're doing at that exact moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can see him
really
just becoming just like
one.
like there's like he doesn't even see the hitter, he just sees the catcher. You know what I mean? Just the whole game. The whole game. Like how crazy is that? I think his name was Doc Ellis. I think his name was Doc Ellis. I don't know if I'm 100% correct on that. But
who knows? Maybe you can look him up. What's disc golf?
Oh, disc golf? I played disc golf.
Well, hand solo. What's up? Hand 36 solo. Or is it hand 36 solo?
Anything could
Whatever
be
it is.
anything.
So Deadheads play disc golf too. Maybe you're an inadvertent Deadhead, Dan, and you just don't know it.
No, I was really bad at disc golf. I was I was not good.
Insane.
But hold on, I'm trying to find this picture. I'm trying to make the
played
background. Oh, regular golf's even worse. To me, I hate it. I can't do it. I don't have the attention span.
Oh wait, I have. Now I remember myself teeing into the thing. Just for play though, not real. That was so long ago though.
Did you do like a full course?
Yeah, but it was such a long time ago. Like now I actually see myself trying to hit the golf ball into the hole.
Yeah.
I addressed the ball. Hello, ball.
Hello, how are you today? Is everything going well? Okay, hold on. Where's this damn picture I've been trying to find? Hold on.
Are you finding Doc Ellis or Phil Lesh?
I'm finding some trippy Grateful Dead picture. But even like to a lesser extent, I remember like talking about like your physical attributes like when you're on drugs. Literally the other day, like I was just like I had smoked a joint and I was going through a run through the park, and somebody like some kid like lost a soccer ball and it was coming like right at me, and I just look over and I just hit it perfectly with my foot right back to the kid, like just like. Psh. And I'm usually not that. My reflexes usually aren't that good. But I didn't have time to think about it. You know what I mean? It just happened.
Yeah. Well,
So I don't know what that means.
For me, like if I'm feeling lazy and I have pot in my system, I don't want to hone in to my reflexes and stuff. I just want to chill. But if I really had to do something, I definitely would. I'm more on point with alcohol.
You think so?
Yeah. If I have like one or two drinks, I am like laser focused.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder what that is.
I don't know.
Because I'm a complete opposite on that. If I have like one drink, I can like not think straight. Like I can't do anything, really. Maybe that's just me. I was not a born alcoholic. Okay, wait. Did I finally get this Grateful Dead? Yeah. Oh, all their faces are blocked off.
Well, let's do the side. Let's see what it actually looks like.
Wait, if we go like this? Oh.
Oh, wait. We hit it at the same time. I'll leave it alone.
Bye. Just kidding. Wait. There's gotta be... Oh, wait. I think I can do it. Damn it.
No, it won't do it. Maybe just share the page alone. Oh, no. It just still won't do it.
No, it's just their head. It's like... Whatever. We can keep it like this for now. What were we talking about? I had something else we were going to say. We were talking about drugs. We were talking about... Oh, you were saying that if you're like smoking or something, you just want to chill.
Yeah.
That reminds me of something that I used to think of all the time, like when I was in high school. Like I had a lot of friends that would, they would show up to class high. And I'd be like, why the fuck do you want to do that? Like, that sounds miserable. Like, you're trapped in this fucking classroom. You can't go anywhere. You have to act like you're fucking learning something. Like, if I get high, I want to not have to do shit.
I know.
I don't want to be in a
Yeah.
classroom. What the fuck?
I know. I remember we did that before dance class one time in college. Because I went to Hunter College, so it's right there by Central Park. So we always had big breaks in between certain classes, and the dance department was very small. So we decided to go all the way to the park and have some weed, and I was all for it. And then we all had to go back to class, and I was like,
You're like, now I feel trapped,
and
right?
I'm like, now I'm pissed. And then it's like the whole class was going back to class. So I didn't want to be the loser, like, okay, well, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go home. I was like, go into class. You're
Don't
amongst
be
good
a
company.
bum.
I had to concentrate so hard because it's like, it's dance. So it's like
Yeah.
right, left, up, down. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, fuck, why'd I do this?
Oh, speaking of dance, I played Dance Dance Revolution yesterday.
Did you?
When we were in Flushing, okay, actually, let me explain for the people.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
So, guys, there's this neighborhood in New York City, in Queens, called Flushing, which is like, how do you explain it? So I feel like Chinatown is only like Chinatown of Manhattan, and Flushing is like Chinatown of New York City.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's a huge neighborhood, just like everything is like super Asian, like you can definitely walk down the street and not hear any English, like
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
You are the odd man out.
Yeah, 100%. And they had like this mall. They had like a mall there with like a giant arcade in it. And we're just like, DDR? Dance Dance Revolution? Should we do it? And she was hard. I was out of breath.
I believe
It's
that.
literally, we did like easy mode and we're like, okay, this is not bad. Let's do hard mode. And hard mode kicked our ass.
I'm sure. Have you ever seen people rocking the shit on Dance Dance Revolution?
There was someone right next to us.
I'm sure.
Making us look stupid.
It's
Making
insane.
us look really bad. This guy had this technique. Okay. So there's like this bar, like a handle behind you, you know, and then the things are on the ground. So normally you'd stand and you like hit the things.
Yep.
This guy had his arms on the pole, and he was leaning completely on the pole and just let his feet go. And he was hitting like 1,000 fucking notes. Like, it was crazy.
That's insane. That's his life.
Oh, it was Doc Ellis.
Perfect.
Yeah,
The no
hell
hitter.
yeah. Yeah, that threw the no-hitter on acid.
Awesome.
Isn't that shit crazy?
That is crazy. I mean, he probably had a talk with himself like, come on, man, you're a professional. Let's do this. How did he not know he had a game? Where was he? That he took some acid. He wasn't in the dugout.
No,
I mean, 'cause then he would know
he was
he
in
had
the
a game.
hotel room. He was in the hotel room.
Okay.
I think he thought there was an off day or something. He thought.
You know what I mean? I would double check before I dropped that tab.
Hey, what are you gonna do, you know? Different strokes for different folks.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's kind of like the Santana thing when he was tripping balls at Woodstock.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
And he's just ripping it. And everybody's like, oh my god, he's so good. And he's just like, I'm just trying to stay in tune, man. I don't know what's going on. Like, but his body, his muscle memory, like maybe that's what it is. Maybe your mind doesn't stop your muscle memory when you're in that state.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you're crazy good guitarist, like, and I'm not comparing myself to Santana, but that's happened to me before. I've taken something like that, and I'll literally be like, oh wait, let me tell you a story. Sorry, I've had some caffeine today, guys. When I lived in Tallahassee, we had done a tab, and there was this big painting like on the wall. Like it was kind of like not a loft, but like there was 2 floors, and in the living room on the first floor, it was like this huge wall that like kind of, it's hard to explain, but there was just this big wall with this huge painting on it.
All right.
And this is when I lived in with all my bandmates in this house, and we had all of our instruments set up in the living room so we could just practice in the living room every day.
Uh-huh.
So I had like my guitar and my amp and all my pedals just like right there, like under this painting. So I'm playing guitar, and I'm looking at this painting, and different notes that I would play would make the painting different colors.
Okay.
And I got, like, I would hit one chord and it would be blue, and then I would hit this other chord and it would, like, turn to, like, burgundy.
This
or
is in
something.
real life, not in your mind, right?
This is real. This is,
Okay.
I mean, you know, it's not real, but it was real to me.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because, you know, it's acid. Acid is a crazy drug. But, what was the last thing I said?
You were hitting the chord and it changed to
Oh yeah,
green.
yeah. Literally, like I'm playing, and like everything is like it's changing the color of the painting as I'm looking at it, and then I got so into the painting changing colors that there was one point where I was like, "Where's that music coming from?" And then I was like, "Holy shit, that was me the whole time!" Like I literally forgot that I was even playing guitar. My hands were just doing it,
I
and
get it.
my mind is on the painting, and my hands are just going off. You know what I
I
mean?
totally get that. Yeah, the muscles did take over for that one.
Yeah, I guess Han Solo says it's hyper focus. I guess so. That's like a hype. That's like a supreme hyper focus.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I think a tiny bit of shrooms or LSD, isn't that supposed to be like microdosing? Doesn't that make you more cognizant? Like, doesn't it make you pay attention better?
It's supposed to. I don't know if I really believe it because I've tried it before, like microdose for mushrooms, and like I feel like a little weird at first, and then I just feel normal. I don't know. Maybe it's like so subtle that I don't even notice it, which could make sense
Hmm.
because it's supposed to be a microdose. But I remember every time I've done it, like I don't really feel different.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I don't know. I feel like euphoric. I feel like I have had a psychedelic. I don't feel like, oh, well, I'm like I had some caffeine or something like that.
But shit's not like
No, no, definitely
moving.
not
Yeah.
wavy, but I may see a light here or there, like, a little sparkle of something there or here, and I have to remind myself.
Oh, a little sparkle?
Yeah.
I love me a little sparkle. Um, we were also going to talk about Alex Van Halen's book.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And speaking of, look who it is.
Do, do, do. Those are our guys.
Okay, so what was he saying? So Alex is saying that Dave is a dick or some shit?
Well, he's got a book out now, and it's called Brothers, about him and, I don't know, just kidding, about him and
He had a
Eddie
brother?
Van Halen.
I never knew Alex Van Halen had a brother. What do he play, like, tambourine?
I was about to say tambourine. Oh my gosh, I didn't say it though, so no jinx. But yeah, I was gonna say that.
That's funny.
But yeah, so his book is out. I just think this is promo for the book because from what I've seen, he was very complimentary. Alex was very complimentary towards David Lee Roth, but the leader for everybody getting out and buying that book is him talking about the real reason why David Lee left the band all those years ago. Like, there's never going to be a straight story to this. I mean, he's saying pretty much that all the stuff that he always says. Dave is a diva. He said that when they got together to try to do a reunion, they talked about doing a tribute to Eddie, saying like,
And
well,
Dave wouldn't do it?
and Dave, well, this is what Alex said. He said we should do a tribute. Everybody does montages, or they'll actually have somebody
Hologram?
play, or yeah, or they'll show pictures. And the answer that Alex said Dave gave was, "I'm from the street. You don't talk to me like that, motherfucker." And I'm
That
just
doesn't
like,
make any sense.
it doesn't make any sense at all. And I mean, I saw a video on this, and people are in the comments are like, "Whoa, Dave is so out of line," and blah blah blah. I'm like, that sounds like
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't
10% of a conversation.
That sounds like there was a question, and then there was a response, and then two more questions, and then that was the answer to that question.
That's what it sounds like to me. I'm
That
like,
doesn't, yeah.
how can people just go off on Dave based on that? Like, they don't even make sense together. Those
Well, first of
statements.
all, I feel like people were just, how's how do I want to say this? I feel like they're primed to just go off on Dave. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a Van Halen fan, I feel like for probably decades now, you've been like, this fucking guy. You know what I mean? But I think that has to do with what we were talking about right before the stream, is because you think of Van Halen, right? You think of David Lee Roth, you think of Eddie Van Halen. And Eddie Van Halen, by all intents and purposes, behind the scenes, is a bit of a control freak.
Yeah.
But he's not the one talking on the stage. He's not the one who's like expressing himself like that on the stage. So you wouldn't really know that just going to see their performance. Where if you're going to see Van Halen and you see David Lee Roth, you're like, this guy's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, he's an
Yeah.
entertaining psychopath.
Absolutely.
I like the show, but
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And he said Dave used to get upset because of Eddie's solos and, Eddie becoming more famous than Dave because Eddie was married to Valerie Bertinelli. So that puts him on the cover of so many different types of magazines because she was a star in her own right,
Right.
and David was getting jealous of that. But I don't know that for sure. I don't know if Dave didn't want to hear Eddie's guitar solos because Dave didn't want Eddie playing the keyboards that much. He was like, this is a rock band. I want you to play guitar. So it's like,
Clearly, he doesn't want Eddie playing anything.
You just stand there.
He wants to rename the band from Van Halen to Lee Roth.
Dave would be happy to hear me say this. When I was a kid, I thought David Lee Roth was Van Halen.
Wait. What do you mean?
I thought his name was Van Halen. I thought that was his name.
Oh, like his first and last name was Van Halen?
Yeah, because he was always there in our faces. It was just him. And
That's
then
so funny.
when I saw videos of him going solo, like Just a Gigolo and stuff like that, like I was like, oh, it's Van Halen.
Oh my God, he would love. Wow, can you call him up and tell him that, and then maybe we can get him as a guest on our podcast? Hey Dave, I just want you to know, as far as I was concerned, you were Van Halen. So come to our podcast.
I didn't really start paying attention to Eddie until like looking at videos for like Hot for Teacher, and Eddie was always so funny in the way that he moved around. He was like was like Bruce Lee that played guitar. Even his body, like the way he walked and stuff like that, he reminded me of Bruce Lee, but just a guitar playing Bruce Lee. Yeah, it was interesting. That's why I wasn't surprised when I found out that Eddie was part Asian. I was like, maybe it's something cultural. I didn't know. He reminded me of Bruce Lee. Like, it was weird. But
the thing that I always remember about Eddie in the videos was like his faces. Like as he's ripping the guitar, he's just like having a great time. Like, you know what I mean?
Always having a good time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, that's our Van Halen story. Shout out and rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen.
Rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about Van Halen's like whole thing? Because like obviously they made great music, but like the story of their band members and their personnel is so fucked. Yeah. Like the way what they did to Michael Anthony was so fucked up.
Well, Eddie was saying that he played all the bass on the recordings, and that was just the live bassist.
No fucking way. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. Because to be honest, I feel like if he was doing it, the bass lines would have been more complicated.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Eddie's not going to be sitting like do running with the devil. He's like do. You know what I mean? Like I just don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Nobody knows at this point, really.
No.
The only people that know are them.
Yeah.
And we'll get a different story from every one of them.
Yeah, and I'll see comments like, oh, well, it seems like a lot of bands from the 70s and the 80s had some really turbulent times. Yeah, it's the cocaine, and they're very, very young. Like, look at this picture. These guys are super young, and you're just throwing fame at them.
Yeah.
Right? And then they're on drugs, and then they have the stress of maintaining the fame and doing all these other things. Like, of course you're going to implode at some points, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Well, especially, I feel like the bigger you get, the more chance you have of imploding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're like a mid-level band, I feel like you can be a mid-level band for like 30 years and everything will be fine. But if you break through to this, all of a sudden, everybody's coming for you.
Yeah,
you know?
And we've seen it with Guns N' Roses. You know, we've seen it with Eagles. Like, hell will freeze over before we get back together. I fucking hate those guys, right? And it's just
you know who we actually never really saw that with? Well, maybe to a little extent, but that wasn't really their fault. Was Metallica?
True.
Because obviously with the bass player spot, that's open to interpretation how things have gone with them. But it's not like they ever wanted that to happen. Like Cliff died unexpectedly. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't like a result of tension within the band.
Right. Exactly. I think. I don't know. Might have to do with the personality of the front guy. You know.
Well, I feel like it's a combination of the personality of the front guy and the drummer guy.
Yeah, because I mean, James Hetfield seems like a really chill dude and a really sensitive dude. Like he's like, he doesn't seem like make a lot of waves from what I've read, seen, and what I've experienced like over the years of them being a band. He's not that guy. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe he's pretty level-headed, and it seemed to me that it was Metallica or nothing for him. Like he would have probably been a criminal if it weren't for Metallica. Like, you know?
If he wasn't in Metallica, he'd probably be in like a biker gang for sure.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different story. We also want to talk about Radiohead.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on. Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm really trying to be on this right now, and that file was not the right format. Never mind. I'm trying to upload pictures of everything we're talking about as we're doing it, but sometimes I try to save a picture, and it doesn't save in the right format, and I can't do it.
Meow.
Let me see if this one works. Guys, we're professional YouTubers here, okay?
Radioactive. We need some music played in the background while we're talking.
We can do that.
Yep.
Hold on, let's see what dance pop is. I have dance pop selection.
No.
Are you guys ready to dance? What if this is our whole stream?
Hey, it's Outside After Dark coming into you guys. What you got
Live
to
from New
say
York
out
City,
there?
Brooklyn, New York. Everybody, put your hands in the air. Why is this so funny? I'm gonna keep this going until I find a good picture of Radiohead, because none of these pictures are saving.
Heads that have radios.
Hey.
Speaking of Radiohead, I got these storage containers, and
Where you store your radios?
they are shaped like radios.
Oh, and that goes perfectly with that rolling tray I gave you, right?
Yeah, Dan gave me a case. They're so cute. I really like them. I have another one. Don't fall. Never mind.
What the hell is happening?
But I have one that looks like an old school radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like how old school?
Like 1940s, kind of.
Nice. Okay, I think I finally might be able to get it this time.
Pretty dope. Let me put this back.
Guys, are you partying or what? I know it's 2 p.m. on a Sunday, but it's time to party. Well, it's 2 p.m. for us. I don't know where you guys are. Okay.
And party down.
And
party
stop.
Down. Damn.
Now we have Radiohead. Yeah.
Radioactive.
Okay, so what? So what were you saying? Tom was like, I don't give a fuck what the fans want. We're gonna reunite when we want.
Well, yeah, because people are like, oh, Creed got back together. Oasis got back together. Maybe Radiohead will get back together.
Hold on. Hold that thought. I like some Oasis songs. But you can't compare either of those two bands to Radiohead.
No.
That's fucking crazy. That's like comparing like I don't even know, man. Like somebody that like just does the graffiti on the subway to like Salvador Dali. It's not the same, man.
It is not the same.
The level of art is different.
Yeah, in a lot of ways with Oasis, I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm tasked to liking the songs from this band.
I'm tasked with trying to act like they don't annoy the shit out of me all the time.
That's what it is. I'm just like, oh, like they're like multiple Morrisseys, right? We're just like, oh, I have to admit that I like these songs now. Like, yes, or I have to admit that they're pretty brilliant. Like,
I don't know. By the way, guys, if there's anything you want to throw in on the conversation, to steer the conversation in your comments, then go for it, because we're all about like pivoting on the spot. Like, tell us what you think about Radiohead. But basically, Tom was basically like, I know everyone wants us to get back together and do shit now, but we've earned the right to do shit whatever the hell we want to.
Yeah, and his quote was, "I don't give a flying fuck what the fans think." That is a quote.
Honestly, I kind of like him more for that.
Of course, because he's total Gen X. Somebody said that in the comments too. I was like, that's just a Gen X thing to say. Don't feel bad about that. That's just how he is. Like, he doesn't care because they want to feel like they should come back to us, not like we should tell them that they that they should get back together.
Yeah, Radiohead's like, guys, I know you want us to do a thing, but I don't care about you guys. This is called Radiohead, and we're Radiohead, so we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do. But I respect that though, because I would rather have somebody straight up say like, I don't give a fuck what they want, than to act like they're trying to do that and then they don't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, let's not act like fucking Oasis got together because of the fans. They got back together because they want some money. I don't believe it for a second. Those fucking guys.
There's a picture of them floating around the internet when they were young, and they look exactly the same, just small. It's creepy almost. And Noel looks like Noel, man.
Which is the one that's the asshole? It's the singer, right? Is it Noel?
It's Noel.
It's not Liam. Liam is the guitarist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Noel. They said that Noel looks like a Thunderbird puppet in the picture. I wish I could find it.
That's funny. I don't know. I was never a huge Oasis fan. I feel like
No.
all the people that are so excited about it, it's just funny to me.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting how different personalities gravitate towards different bands, and people that I know that are huge Oasis fans belong there.
You know what else? I was just thinking about that. And maybe it's because I'm literally wearing the shirt right now. How certain bands do attract certain personalities. I feel like there's not a lot of crossover between a Joy Division fan and an Oasis fan.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, everybody knows Wonderwall is fucking overplayed, but everybody knows that it is a classic.
Yeah.
The Champagne Supernova song's pretty good. Besides that, I don't give a fuck, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm surprised to see Noel come back and want to still play arenas and stadiums and stuff like that, because I remember seeing an interview of him before. He's like, "Oh, we don't feel like doing that anymore. We reserve that kind of fandom for people like God, who are these guys? Coldplay." He's like,
Oh,
"That's for like Coldplay, you know?" And I'm just like, "Oh, well, it's la-di-da, excuse me."
they're comparing themselves to Coldplay?
They're just saying that Coldplay is so commercial at that time when they were at their peak.
Yeah.
That they were that because that's around when Noel did the interview. Like they're so commercial and like it's so stadium. I'm just gonna say bland, but that's kind of what he was giving when he was talking about Coldplay. So he's like, that's not for us. Like
Yeah.
they're more, I don't know, as if they weren't just as big. They're more of an acquired taste for a smaller group of people to like. They don't want to be like Coldplay playing arenas and things like you are like them though.
You're like, I don't want to be successful. That's I don't know. That's basically what they're saying. But hold that thought,
but
guys.
you already are. I'm gonna turn
It's-
off my heat in the room.
It is. I'll wait for Sifa to get back because we're gonna switch. Because I'm gonna get my guitar because it's guitar time for the stream.
It's time to play some music. All right. Yeah, what's the story, Morning Glory? Yeah, other than that, it's like, do I have to? Do I have
Do
to?
I
with
have
that?
to?
Yeah, that I like these guys. Like, why? Why? Why do I have to be part of it? But yeah, other than that, Radiohead deserves to chill whenever they want to chill. They've got 30 million listeners, just like Guns N' Roses. Definitely a huge band of their time, and people are still listening to them. So, no point in forcing them back on the road. They've got quality music that people still listen to. This will probably make no sense, even though it does make sense. But Han 36 solo. I was just watching people react to Raiders of the Lost Ark last night.
What happened with Raiders of the Lost Ark?
No, it's just that his handle is Han 36 solo. So it's like, well, I was watching people react to Raiders last night. Han Solo's not in it.
Yeah,
But
wait,
is
wait.
he?
But well,
But is
technically.
he?
I was wondering. I was like, does the 3-6 have something to do with Raiders of the Lost Ark? You know, I've never seen any Indiana Jones movie.
Are you kidding me?
Not one.
And you're talking about me watching Dune, something that just came out, and you haven't
No,
watched a
no,
classic?
no. First of all, the book came out in 1965.
True.
Okay, so don't even. And the first movie came out in 84.
I know, I did not watch it then. I was just not into the bleakness of Dune when I was a kid. You know, there's certain things I just did not watch, and Dune was one of them. There was another remake that came out. It's not Judge Dredd, but there was another one that was like that came out, and I was just like, no.
I don't think it's what you think it is, though. It's not that drab.
Sure.
It's like Game of Thrones in space on psychedelic drugs.
Oh. Raiders of the Lost Ark is kind of cool. Specifically for your new reading adventures, they actually supposedly found the Ark of the Covenant, and that's what it's all about.
Oh,
that's
right. And then were they trying to get it from the Nazis or some shit?
Yes, the Nazis had it. They dug it up, they found it, and then it's really good. I don't know. I love those movies. Did you see The Mummy?
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. With Brendan Fraser?
Yeah. The Mummy's definitely based. You can tell The Mummy got its life from the Indiana Jones series. So you're in for a movie that's like that.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I think I was like in kindergarten when I saw that movie.
Aw, that's cute.
Like that was probably when it first came out.
Yeah, that was surprisingly good for me, The Mummy. I was a little bit older, and I was used to Brendan Fraser doing some really silly roles. And I was like
Encino Man?
Yeah, and George of the Jungle, which was weird to me because right before that he did School Ties, and that was a serious role, and that was a really good movie, and his acting was excellent in that movie. And I was like, why would he downgrade to this? But Disney's not really a downgrade. You get paid.
Well, not money-wise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get paid out the butt for that. So what are we gonna sing? What are we gonna sing?
Guys, comment words for us to put in the songs.
Oh, just a random mixing of your name and stuff. Okay.
It's only accidentally Star Wars, just a random. Is your name Solo Han? Sorry, that was stupid. that was dumb. I take that one back.
Solo Hanzo.
Whoa. Sorry for stopping. Han Solo says I'm soloing to your guitar right now.
That's awesome.
Han Soloing. That was good. Sorry, I fell off the vibe. Let me drink another sip of coffee. I'll come back with another jam. Oh, also, we played at an art gallery this weekend, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
It was pretty fun. I was into it. Whose bat phone is ringing? Oh, wait, that's your door. I'm like, you got a cordless phone now?
I can't tell if it's my apartment or the one next to us.
It sounds really close.
Hold on.
But yeah, we did our performance at Brooklyn Art Cave, which was an awesome art gallery. We just stood on stage and played like nobody's business. We had a 45-minute set, and it was pretty awesome. There were other artists there. We should get some pictures out of those performances. But there were other artists there. We literally were just standing on a stage, a very small stage. Like, Dan and I couldn't even really move our guitars next to each other. We were so cramped into each other. Really small stage off in the corner while the art was stuck up on the walls and people were just walking around the gallery listening to us. I'm recovering from a very sore throat, so I had to alter so many of our songs. When I usually hit the high notes in our songs, I had to kind of talk them out or kind of mellow them out. I hated every minute of it, but people that were not me were entertained and said that they liked it, so I'm okay with that. But I
thought it sounded good.
Throat. I hate having a sore throat.
It's really funny because Sifa and I have been playing together for so long now, I knew that she was pissed the entire time.
The whole time. Like, my intrusive thoughts were like, quit now. It was like the second song in. It was just like, just get off. Just get off and stop. It's like, what the fuck? And like, I have that voice in my head. Can you believe that? It's like, just don't do it anymore. We sound terrible. And it didn't help that, well, the sound system was kind of like, the mics were kind of muffled in a way. So it's like, and my hair was over my ears and I had a bandana. So it was just like, it was just weird all around. So I was like, get off the stage. You just sound bad. Don't do it anymore.
You didn't sound bad, though.
I pushed through. I mean, I practiced so much at home on that Friday. Yeah. So speaking of muscle memory, like, so nothing could invade the practice, you know, whether it was the muffled sound. Like, once I opened my throat, it was going to sound just like practice. I know that if I practice something 3 times at least, it's going to sound exactly like how I practice it, no matter what.
Right.
So I don't know why I was just letting my mind invade me like that, but it definitely did.
Hey, shit happens. We got through it. It all went well. They asked us to. They said, remember when we were leaving, the guy was like, "I can't wait to work with you guys again."
That was awesome. Yes.
So yeah. So it went well. Amber,
Yeah,
what's up? Hey, Amber's here.
they want us to do another show. What's up, Amber? Hey, y'all. Hey, girl. What's going on with you? Yeah, they want us to do a 2-hour set now. We're going to have to come up with so many covers. Guys, let us know. I mean, if you've heard our music before, what kind of covers do you think we should do? What was I thinking of? Oh, this was The Art of Dreams. It was so funny. Before they mentioned the series to us and that we'd be playing for it, a couple of weeks before that, I was wondering if we should cover Dream On. But now I don't know if I want to as much.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have to change it around a lot. I would love a nice kind of acoustic version of it. Since it's that kind of song, it's kind of ballady.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I probably would do it like that because it's like, it starts off so slow, just kind of really melody-like. So I don't know.
think for us to do 2 hours, we would have to do a lot of instrumental shit. Like me and you would probably just jam for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We could even do a thing where I could pull up like a backing track on my computer, and then we could just do like solos. Like, you know how Zeppelin, they used to just like trade off. It'd be like ah, and then I'd be like.
Yep,
We could literally just play like a blues backing track and just do that for like 10 minutes.
that'll be fun.
You know what I mean? And just jam.
Yeah,
Like if we threw a few of those throughout like a set of like the songs we already have, we would already be close to 2 hours, to be honest.
that's true. Yeah, because we do have a 45-minute set.
We have at least
Dream
an
On.
hour with all of our songs.
Ooh, yeah, for sure.
You know,
At
we could
least
just
an
have
hour,
to
yeah.
talk in between, do some bullshit, light some things on fire, you know?
Yeah.
Typical rock star things.
Bring back some songs out of the vault that we haven't done in a while. I don't know for sure about that, though.
Blow up some toilets. Guys, if you come to our next show, bring M80s so we can blow up all the toilets.
Mm.
And also, we're going to take all the TVs and throw them out of all the windows.
Oh, yeah.
And what else do they do? We're going to take a sledgehammer and knock the walls down in between hotel rooms.
Exactly. Take a chainsaw and dig out the bottom floor into the hotel floor underneath us. That's a good one.
This is what we do. Okay, so we go. Okay, so let's say this is the venue, right? Down here. And then this is our room up here. We drill a hole in the floor so that when the show ends, we jump on a trampoline and then we disappear into the sky.
Oh, now
Like
that's
how-
what I'm talking about.
Like how Prince at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame threw up his guitar and then it just disappeared and he had the guy catch it. That would be us.
That's what you do.
We jump on a trampoline and then we're fucking out and nobody knows where we went. How about that for a show, guys?
That's some kind of show. I listen to crazy rock star stories, and those are some funny stories. Like, they do that. Well, I don't know if you guys know, I'm kind of a Glenn Fry fan, so I listen to a lot of his interviews. He said that they would do stuff like that if the hotel really screwed them over. Like if they ordered something, if they ordered a certain type of eggs and they would just send them a bunch of boiled eggs, and they ordered eggs a certain way, or if their food didn't come right, they would just look at the TV and let's say if they come back from the show ends around 11. So like Johnny Carson was on back in their day. So he'd look at the TV and be like, Johnny looks thirsty. I think, I think he probably wants a dip in the pool, and they would like throw the TV into the pool because of things like that. Like if you didn't do the room right and things like that. So that was always a funny story. And they said that Joe Walsh would carry a chainsaw in a little suitcase. Like he had a little...
He would bring a chainsaw
He
with
would
him?
bring his own chainsaw. It wasn't that big. It was like a smaller one. And it would like fit in its little carrying case.
That doesn't make me feel better. If somebody was like, yeah, don't talk to that guy, don't mess with that guy, he's got a chainsaw. It's a little chainsaw, though. You're like, oh, I guess it's fine, then.
It's not going to do too much damage.
Yeah, what's he gonna do, cut my fucking face off?
Not
No.
Joe.
Not Joe. He's a good guy. Just forget about the chainsaw. Don't worry about the chainsaw. It's like it's not even there. Whatever say, Dream On is hard, but you
Yeah.
could you could do it. Yeah, if you make it yours. Well, that's insane. Like our other covers, like Welcome to the Jungle and Come as You Are, we make kind of like electronic. Like that's what I was thinking if we were gonna do that, because
Mm-hmm.
making it acoustic would just honestly kind of make it harder.
Yeah.
Because I haven't tried to play that song on guitar since I started playing guitar when I was like 13. But I couldn't do it then. Like maybe I'm sure I could do it now if I sat down and practiced it. But I don't want to do it exactly like that.
No, 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 no.
You know.
That's a beautiful
So
guitar, but yeah, you don't have to do it just like that. Let that be its own, and then, why not? I don't know. I mean, it's not like they would hear it and comment on it. So, but you guys would listen to it, and we would want to make it our own and make it sound good. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, what other songs? I'm not saying we're gonna do them, but what other songs can you hear us doing?
my
If you're
my
thinking of any.
my mailman at my office, who is our friend Jim, who comes to a lot of our shows, he came up to me. He saw me today, not today, the other day at work, and he was like, "Guys, I was in the car, and I heard Heartbreaker come on by Pat Benatar, and I thought, wow, Sifa could really sing this song." And I'm like, okay, I'll bring it up. Maybe we
Yeah,
do that. Who knows?
that one sounds fun. I was thinking Who Made Who by AC/DC, but that's not as
That's not big
popular
enough.
as all. Yeah, exactly, but
Yeah.
I do really like that song. But yeah.
What if, guys, okay, think about this. What if we got on stage and we did a cover of Stairway to Heaven?
I would never, ever do that.
Do you think that would be okay, guys? Do you think people would love it, or do you think they would throw tomatoes at us?
Throw tomatoes.
I don't think
was
there's a lot of
actually-
in between.
I would never remake an Eagles song, but I promise you, a Witchy Woman came on the other day, and I was doing this syncopated drum thing to it, and
Yeah.
I was singing along with it as if I'm singing about myself, like all of Don's words, but still with the Eagles coming in the background saying "Woo hoo, Witchy Woman." I thought that would be cool, but I will never remake an Eagles song because I don't know, I just love them too much.
Ever said I was about to say Zeppelin. Han Solo says, "Don't do it."
No way, not doing it.
By saying "don't do it," you mean don't not do it, right? So you mean we should do it. That's what you mean, right? 'Cause okay, everybody heard here first. Hand 36 Solo says that we should do Stairway to Heaven at our next show. Thank you for endorsing the idea. I really appreciate it.
We saw a
what's-
band play Freebird, and we left right when they started to play. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah, we did do that. Yeah, that's
like-
that's so funny. I forgot about that. Somebody said "Freebird" as a joke, like everybody always fucking does, and they were actually like, "Okay, yeah," and then they started playing "Freebird," and we're like, "You
We're outta
ready to get out of here?" It was also the end of their set. To be fair, it wasn't like the middle of a set.
Correct.
But yeah, you got to have some balls to try to pull that off. A lot of chutzpah.
Amber.
Do the Battle of Evermore. Sifa hates that song. That's her least favorite Zeppelin song. Am I right?
That's on our list. Songs we hate
for
from bands we love. Yeah. I don't
Well,
like
to
that one.
explain why you don't like it, because I think it's valid. I think it's very, very valid.
I think everything's is too much high pitch range for every single thing involved in the song. It can't be like Robert's voice and the guitar and was that Sandy singing with Rob?
Yeah, Sandy Denny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
no,
just
yeah. Amber,
everybody's going so high, and it's just like
There's not enough bass. There's no low
Where's the
end.
level out of this? It just
And
drives
it,
me
cause
up crazy.
Because it's not even a guitar; it's a mandolin,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it's all high register. It's just
Yeah.
really funny that that's the song that Amber chose. It's like the
That
one
is
song
hilarious.
that Sifa probably wouldn't want to do.
Mm-mm.
You think you could do Immigrant Song?
I mean, that's an easy one to do. I used to do that as a kid, like making fun of it.
No,
Like,
but imagine like making it into like a straight up hip hop beat.
I don't know. I'm kind of mad at that song because I love the Thor movies, but I think that it's been overdone because of Thor.
We don't have anything to do with that. It would be so much different though. That's what I'm saying. Like all of our covers are so different. Like
That's true.
I
would
don't
do.
know.
I like 10 Years Gone. I mean, that's another slow one. I can't think of a fast one. I don't think I would do Misty Mountain Hop really well, but I do love that song so much.
That is
But,
a good song.
It's so good. It's so good.
Ha ha ha. That's funny. Everyone's like, I thought you both could sing it and make it trippy. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I just.
What are some other songs that are really corny to cover? That would be a funny topic one day. Like the corniest cover songs.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
obviously, Freebird and Stairway to Heaven is like top notch corny fucking songs to cover.
Yeah. Yeah. Corny songs to cover. I mean, this is a corny song to cover, but I would I wear my sunglasses at night by Corey.
That is fucking corny. That actually might be the word. Yeah. Um.
Remember you
Don't
asked
stop
me.
believing.
Oh no, no. Oh my gosh. And I
But
like that song.
we only do it for The Sopranos.
Exactly. Only for Jersey.
This one's for Tony.
Oh, Ramble On is such a good one.
And
Yeah, that's a
Paulie and
favorite. I wouldn't remake that,
Christopher.
but that's a really great one. I love that one. It's just
This
a.
one's
Are they
this
playing
one's for Christopher.
Christopher?
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, Amber said her favorite song is Ramble On. That's a good one.
Mm.
Are they using, that Native American instrument? It's like it's a circle with a stick, and then they have two strings with little balls at the end of it, and you flip it back and forth, and it
You mean the
hits.
rain, like the Rainmaker thing?
No, no, not. It doesn't have a shh sound. It has a
Oh,
and it's a circle with strings and little balls at the end of it, and you have to go like this with the stick that it's on, and that makes the string swing back and forth and hit the animal skin circle, and it's like doo, doo, doo. And I swear that's what they're using at the beginning of a Ramble On.
maybe they. I mean, they had access to like every fucking instrument they wanted. I'm sure,
Mm-hmm.
especially by the time of Zeppelin 3.
Mm-hmm.
Zeppelin 1, I don't know, but by the time Zeppelin 3 came out, they were definitely already fucking giant.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Shout out to Zeppelin.
Love Zeppelin. That was my band. That's my breaking band. That band turned, besides becoming a dancer, that band turned my black and white life to color. I was like, whoa.
Oh wow, that's a good
Yeah.
metaphor.
Hmm.
It's like the first time I got a color television is when I listened to Led Zeppelin.
Hell yeah, that was insane. Remember when you were asking me if I ever wanted to cover Highway to Hell? I was like, I find that song slightly blasphemous, and I usually sing it. When I sing it, I'm like, you're on a highway to
It
hell.
is blasphemous, but
Not
like
me, bro.
it's fun. It's like to me, it's like a funny, like tongue in cheek blasphemous almost.
Yeah,
It's not like they're actually saying like, yeah, let's go murder people and fucking do drugs and have orgies or whatever. They're just like, yeah, I'm going to hell, man, yeah. And everyone else in the audience is like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's never felt like serious to me.
yeah. I think a good live one to do if it were AC/DC would probably be Dirty Deeds. It's just got such a good drum bass feel, and it's good for a live crowd. You're having trouble with your high school head. He's giving you the blues. That's great for live, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, guys. Keep commenting cover songs we should do. Maybe not right now, because we're probably gonna have to end this stream soon to record some reactions. But we do have to think about that. Okay,
Who
what
wants
is another?
reactions? Just kidding. I do.
Oh, another. Well, it's funny because this is another band that is one of the corniest covers. Definitely for me, maybe just because I'm from the South. Sweet Home Alabama.
No.
If somebody
I skip
plays that, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. That song
Especially
has
if
come
we're
on so much.
yeah. Especially if we're not in the South too. Like if I'm in
Yeah.
New York and somebody's playing Sweet Home Alabama, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Play New York State of Mind or something, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that one
You
is
know
a
what I mean?
definite skip for me, even though it's a good song. It's like I skip it because I don't want to hate it. It's one of those songs.
I can never hate it. I
Yeah.
could never hate it. Just because
I yeah,
well, they're from Florida, so it's like I know that it's funny because the Sweet Home Alabama, they just use Alabama as a symbol for the South, but those
mhm,
fuckers are all from Jacksonville.
yeah.
So it's like when they sing that song, it's like I kind of know what they're talking about, but like also none of you are from Alabama, but also I'm not from Alabama either. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just always funny to me.
Yeah, it's a good song, and it's a song that like you don't notice is on when it's on. But if it's coming on in the playlist, I skip it just so I'm just like I don't want this song to get overplayed in my playlist. It's not like
Yeah.
my never skips. We've got that never skip podcast coming up soon. What are some of your never skips? And these are only corny, not corny songs, but these are only played out songs that are your never skips. It can't be
Oh.
like You can't just like find a great song from like Yes or something like that and be like, oh, I never skip this one. Like, no, it has to come on all the time on classic rock, and it's come on like your whole life, and you still never skip it. Like,
Won't
it's
get
one
fooled
of those.
again.
Yeah, that's your.
I'll listen to that one. Yeah, I'll listen to that one every time. And also
Yeah.
Babo
Yes.
O'Reilly.
I never skip that either. That will never get played out for me.
That's actually good. We need to remember to like on, you know how you can make posts on YouTube for like typing
Oh, in the
things?
community. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we need to ask people there what are no skip songs, what are like the corniest cover songs, and then turn those into videos. That's what we should
Okay,
do.
yeah. Yeah. We can probably do that this week. So,
Yeah, I'll start one tomorrow. Probably
cool.
the which one would you want to do first? Would you want to do no skips or corniest cover songs? I think no
No
skips.
skips. Yeah, because we
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
good list of stuff like that. I'm not gonna put down. I think everybody knows that "Stairway" is one of my no skip songs, so I'm not gonna list that as one of them. That's just a given.
Have you ever heard Aqueous Transmission by Incubus?
No.
It's like the chillest song I've ever heard. I should send it to you.
Yeah,
You
send
really
it.
like it. Yeah. That's a no skip for me. Not that it ever comes on the radio because it's kind of a deep cut.
Yeah.
But
No
if it
deep
comes on like
cuts.
Spotify, yeah. So this doesn't really count, but I'm gonna send it to you now before I forget.
Yeah.
Um,
No deep cuts, people. Like, we're talking like as soon as you turn on classic rock radios, like here's that song again. Like, like all along the Watchtower. I never skip that ever. Like, we're
oh,
listening to this.
you mean the Bob Dylan version, right?
No.
Okay, hold on. I'm sending this to you before I forget. You have Spotify, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I use my job Spotify.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I
Well,
just sent
they
it to you.
gave us the codes. All right, I received it.
I heard
Ding
it. I
dong.
heard it.
I know
Yeah.
I'm turning my notifications off now.
Oh, shit. Amber, you know about Aqueous Transmission? She knows.
All right.
I knew Amber would know. Oh, because she suggested Incubus before. No?
Yes.
So, of course, Amber would know Aqueous Transmission. That's one of my favorite. That's an all-time...
There we go.
You know how good that song is? I remember,
My
I showed
computer
that, I showed
battery's
that,
dying.
Oh, shit. You know how good this... We'll do this real quick and then we gotta go record some reactions. You know how good that song is? I remember I played it for my girl for the first time, and she was like, wow, that was amazing. And she was like, can we play it again? And I thought she was joking, and I just like kept going through the playlist, and she was like, no, really, can we play it again, like right now? And I was like, right now? She was like, yeah, just repeat it. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's like an 8-minute long song.
Ooh, yeah, I'll definitely take a listen. We
Yeah.
like Incubus over here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. We had a couple other topics that I know what we want to talk about.
It's fine.
Where
I mean, we're already an hour 6 minutes in. We got to do some reactions, guys.
Oh man, we hit an hour already. Damn.
I know,
time
right?
flies.
This one really flew.
Yeah, Amber, we know you brought us Incubus a couple of times, right?
Yeah, at least once.
definitely.
It's
Yeah.
hard to keep track of all the reactions in my head.
We've
to be
had them
honest.
two or three times on the channel, and I think 66% of that was Amber.
Okay, and on that, I'm out. All right, guys, we'll be back next weekend with the stream, either Saturday or Sunday. I'm gonna I don't know, start announcing it more further ahead of time.
Yeah, look for us at dawn when the sun peaks. I'm just kidding. Look for us in between.
Wait,
the
no,
1 and 3 o'clock hour.
look for us at sunset. Because then it's after dark, and then that's when we can bring you our site. Okay.
And
whatever.
today at 1:30 is considered after sunset yesterday. So you know what I mean.
If you're in Asia right now, then it's after dark. No. Happy Halloween, Amber.
Happy Halloween.
We're gonna do the album reaction this week. Oh, sorry.
Right.
We clicked
Yeah,
at the same time. We said we're gonna do Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever one is good for whoever.
No, we should do Tuesday so you can rest your voice more, right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So we will be back. We'll see ya. We're at After Dark. Much love.
Love you guys. Peace.